I help people obtain more personal freedom through entrepreneurship. So for the last 10 years, I have been a Nailtech and have recently retired out of servicing clients. And I say retired in such a weird way because oftentimes we think of retirement and it only happens when you're 60, but turns out you can retire from something in your 30s, okay? So I help people develop their business through tips and techniques that I've learned over these last 10 years with an emphasis on beauty. But these tips are transferable, whether you do lashes, whether you do nails, whether you do aesthetics, skincare, whatever the case may be. These are things that can help up-level you, and oftentimes these are spiritual hacks and techniques that help up-level you in order to obtain more personal freedom in your life. What is personal freedom? To me, personal freedom is the ability to do whatever you want when you want to do that thing, okay? So I just made some fire nails, and these nails are going to be on my website for you to purchase. I will insert a clip here. See my nails? I'm about to put them on, but these are so amazing. I did, like, each one is a different color, so they're so cool. I'm gonna put them on, and then I'm gonna take some pictures and videos, and I'll show you later. But right now, what we're going to be talking about is industry tips and tricks that help you gain and retain more clients. So if you do not know, I do currently have a ebook that is completely free. You can get it by clicking the link below, okay? And step into number 5, industry tip and trick number 5 is staying updated within the latest nail trends. I'm going to go ahead and list this as the first topic on today's video because I have gone over all the tips in some way, shape, or form. And if you want to know them step by step, download the ebook. So for me, this is something I really wish I would have taken into account way sooner, because I'm like such a person that's like right? Anti-follow the rules, anti-follow the steps, anti. That is me. I am her, okay? So sometimes I would avoid like trendies. Like once I came back to doing nails in 2022, because I took a 2-year break where I didn't think I would be doing nails in that way any longer. I came back and I didn't really want to follow the nail trends because they seemed like really young for me, or just played out in general. Like I just wanted to do wacky, wonky space nails. Like that was my thing. Space nails, nails about space, period. That's all I wanted to do. And I can openly say that now. And I'm glad that I had my turn doing those things. But I probably would have gained more clients if I had just kept up with the trends, especially with like my videos, ways that I promoted myself, kept up with the trends, and just added my little own spin to it. I probably would end up having more clients. All of this to say, I have always had clients. I've never had a shortage of clients, ever. Oftentimes, I've had more clients than I could deal with. And leaving the nail world in 2020 to go make press-ons, I had more clients than I could deal with. And that is what caused my particular burnout and what made me run far away from servicing clients. So I've never had an issue with gaining clients, and these are the reasons why, okay? So when I first started out doing nails, and when I first decided to get my own solo studio after having done nails in a salon for about 2 years, I went onto Instagram, and I had no real pictures of my work, but I knew exactly what I could do as far as like what my skill set was, like nails that I knew I wanted to do, but I had no clients, right? So I used to do a lot of reposting of nail art, and people would be like, oh my God, I want that. And they would book with me. So that is a really good strategy. Even still to this day, I still do that. I still post really cool nails online, and a lot of people are always like, oh my God, I want to do that. Can you do that on me? Boom, you got a client right then and there. So I recommend this for beginner nail techs and beginner nail techs only. I recommend creating packages and promotional deals for your services. If you are even 2 years into your industry or your career within the beauty industry, you should not be running mini promotions. I think even after year 5 and onward, I would only run promotions after I had met my weekly goal. Okay? So I would run promotions after I had already booked my maximum, and then I was like, you know what? I still got a little left in me. Let me go ahead and open my books for this day, and then I would run a promotion on that day and that day only, and it would be no more than $20 off ever. And I would also try to push for more extensive designs, just because that was my chance to get new clients that wanted more extreme nails so I could get them in the door, and then they would inevitably go back to paying like regular price later, and I would have my opportunity to impress them, get to know them, make a good impression, and make them my client.
Walking all over the nigga, so he buy me all my shoes. Quit calling him a trick if he only buy your food. Fake nasty.
Also, when determining whether or not that tip is going to work well for you, you need to think about where you live, right? So I live in the Midwest, a very small town. It makes sense for me to give occasional discounts in order to meet and attract new clients. If I lived in LA, I never would do that. If I lived in New York, I never would do that. If I lived in Florida, I never would do that. Texas, never would do that. So there's certain places where this does not apply. If you live in a major city, there's no real reason to give discounts. If anything, I would charge a lot more. So you have to be the judge on whether or not that is a good step and process for you. It doesn't make sense to charge less when everyone else is charging more. Even with me giving out occasional discounts, I still charge more than other people, and which in my mind justifies me giving out a discount every now and then, because I still want to attract new people. And also, this is an opportunity for me to meet clients I normally wouldn't meet, and also offer more value than I'm requesting to certain types of people and clients, and just building good rapport and goodwill. Okay, so in one of my previous videos, I did talk about how there was such a thing called the it girl syndrome. Okay, and I'm just gonna make a quick little disclaimer about it girl syndrome, because this video is not about that. Still, I will make a whole entire video about that at some point. But it girl syndrome is being in the it girl syndrome is being in the beauty industry just so you can look cool, just so you can look better, and not actually worrying about your craft, not actually worrying about your people skills, charging prices that you can't match up to, okay? So your service may be A1 top tier, right? But if you have a negative attitude with your clients and have poor customer service skills, that to me means that even still, with you being the best around you, your service price is not worth all the hassle. So it girl syndrome in the beauty world is just people that have a really nasty attitude and just thinking that their service is about them, like they're the celebrity. Like, first of all, hold on. No shade, boo. I'm going to tell you something that somebody should have told you. When a client books with you, They may like your personality, but did nobody come to see you, Otis? Your clients are coming so that way you can pamper them, so that way you can make them feel special, so that way you can be the co-star to the show. Nobody came in your chair to watch you make everything about you or make every conversation about you, talking their head off. Like, no one came for that. Okay, so that is like something that I really want people to know and to understand when they go about being in the beauty industry. When I was in the beauty industry, I learned that I was a ghost. Like, the way I was taught, I'm just a ghost. I'm here to service my client. In fact, I wear black from head to toe because I don't want to be seen, because I don't want to be recognized, because it's not about me. And I got humbly checked one time from one of my coworkers because we had to wear uniforms. And eventually, I think I started complaining about it. Like, why can't we just wear what we want to wear? And she was like, girl, it's not about you. It's about the client. So we wear black from head to toe because we are putting more emphasis. We are putting more emphasis on the client instead of putting the emphasis on ourselves. Even though we're going out there transforming lives, even though all of that, your client is number one. Period. That's it. So here are my nails so far. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to sell these. Side note, my nails are fire, so I have to let that be known. Okay, I'm the client right now, so I get to say that. But yeah, I am making press-ons because I'm in a transitional phase within my business where I want to be able to create more art and reach out to more people that are not just in my vicinity, in my town, in my city. I want to give my art to the world. Okay, so that is what I am doing. You can support me by liking my channel. You can support me by subscribing. You can support me by just going on my website and looking around. That's it. Buy some press-ons if you want to. I make art on nails, period. Now back to the regular scheduled video. So now that we got the it girl syndrome conversation out of the way, and again, I'll touch on that topic more later, let's talk about time management and efficiency. When I first got my nail license, I took about a year and a half practicing, doing my own thing. I was in Charlotte. I was doing nails just here and there for like friends and stuff like that. And I just took a lot of time to practice. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get any better unless I practice every single day. And I don't have the time to practice every single day unless I'm getting paid, okay? At that time in my life, I was not doing anything unless I was getting paid to do it. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get a job at a salon because then I'll be able to learn things about time management and efficiency from a salon point of view. So that way when I go off on my own, I'll know exactly what to do. There will be no questions asked, okay? So I ended up going to work for a nail salon. Shout out to them. They were amazing. And there was a lot of healthy competition in this space. A lot of the girls were great. A lot of them had been doing nails for 5 to 10 years already. Like, I'm talking about OGs. Okay, so I really have learned from the best at that time. And I really enjoyed working alongside other women that were just as passionate and driven and about their money as I was. So that is a really good takeaway. I don't have a lot of negative experiences. I ended up getting into a managerial position at that place. And then I took the skills that I had to go off and get the pay rate that I wanted because I did actually talk to them about being paid more. And she laughed in my face and said, I would never pay you $20 an hour. So after she laughed in my face, I took my skills and went somewhere. So now at this particular stage, I would be doing nails for $125 per service. Every service would take me no more than an hour and 30 minutes. So, all of that to say, don't let people define your worth, your value. And money is not always just associated in value. Like, you can't just quantify your value through how much you get paid. You can't do that. And if you do that, that's your choice, but you're missing out on so much. Your value also lies within your skill sets, okay? Period. Point blank. So if you know you have certain skills to do certain things, don't take no for an answer. My dad always taught me, if I get a no, I'm talking to the wrong person. Go talk to somebody else. Go talk to somebody else. Go get it from somewhere else. Go do something else. If you're getting a no, don't tolerate no. So that's how I operate within business. I do not tolerate no. I don't take no for an answer. I learn more about how to get what I want, and I go out and get that thing. So shout out to Dad. Shout out to him. These is tight, okay? I normally use Apre for my press-ons, but I'm using Gelish today, which I don't mind it, but they're a little smaller in certain sizes and bigger in others. So I worked in a salon, the first salon, in order to learn more about time management and efficiency. Time management and efficiency is extremely important when servicing clients because you can only do so many clients a day. Now, I am not a young nail tech. I'm a young lady, depending who you ask, but I'm not doing 6 clients a day. I'm literally not. I'm not even, at this stage, I'm not doing 4 clients a day. Because mostly I don't have to do that. And I realized at a point, like, okay, I know that 3 clients a day is my max. Sure, on 4 days, 4 clients a day, I could do that. I would do that on certain holidays or important days where I'm trying to meet a goal. I would do that. But that is not my everyday life. And it hasn't been my everyday life since the pandemic started. And the reason why is because I have to manage my time. I don't just do nails, right? I also am a mom. I also am a participant in society, child. I can't just spend my time doing nails all day long. And also, I know I'm going to get tired, which is going to compromise the quality of the service that I'm providing. I cannot do 100% on 6 clients. For me personally, I'm only speaking for myself. There's no way I can do that. So I don't do that. I have a cutoff point, and then I charge higher because now I know I can give 100% on 3 clients a day. See my nose? And these are really like safe stiletto, but I want them to be sharp, okay? So I'm going to file them at the tips a bit. I don't want to break the seal, but I'm probably going to because I want sharp ass nails. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I'll stop. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I raised my price because now I can provide even more quality. And that is the point and the purpose of this, you want to be able to provide a quality level of service that's higher than everyone else. And this also means showing up to your appointments on time. And if you cannot show up to your appointment on time, you need to let your client know at least 30 minutes to an hour before that. You know when you start this service that you're late for the next one. So that's when, before you sit down and do the nails or whatever, you let your client know, I'm going to be 30 minutes late. I'm going to be 15 minutes late. If I'm 15 minutes late, I say I'm 30 minutes late. I mean, it's just that simple. Sometimes I will say I'm an hour. Is that okay? Or do you want to reschedule? Communication is key when managing your time. Do I do this all the time? No. And the status quo is to have that happen rarely ever. But when it does happen, you have to be able to manage it in a way that is honorable. And it's like, okay, great, thank you. You can't see me for another 30 minutes to an hour. Let me go do something else. Because it's not just your time. Everybody else has time and schedule and stuff like that. Okay? Please excuse me because there is a draft in my home. I live in an old home. And the draft is drafting up in here. Anyway. It's always important to set realistic expectations for your clients, okay? So I do this using my booking site. If you don't have a booking site or you're looking for better booking sites, my recommendation is Square. Square is the best booking site you're going to get because it doesn't take any fees. It takes processing fees, which I think at maximum is 30 cents per swipe. And I think you might have to pay like $9 to use appointments, which is the appointment feature within your Square where you get a website, you get processing, all of these things. This is not an ad, but you can use my referral code to get your own Square below. But I recommend Square. I put as much information about the service into the description, into certain parts that the client is going to see. When the client clicks on the service, they're going to see exactly how much it costs, and then they're going to see the time frame that it's going to take, okay? So at that point, once a client books, I reach out to them, hey, and I only started doing this in the last 5 years. Hey, how are you? Thanks for booking. What are we doing on Wednesday? I don't need any surprises because I may not have the product. I may not be able to do what they want. Or it might take more time. So it's going to be like those 3 things that I need to sort out, and I need to have an actual conversation with the client in order to know. So that's why I just reach out to them. Hey, how are you? Thanks for booking. What are we doing? Send me a picture. Da-da-da. Oh, we're doing this? Send me a picture of your nails. Because I work in natural nails. Highly recommended. Highly recommended because it's a space that most people don't feel. Most people don't do natural nails. And so that is an amazing place to be. But send me a picture of your nails. Okay, send me the picture of what the objective is. And we go and we talk about it. Okay, I have this color, or I don't have this color. I have to order it. Let me see how long it takes to order it. Okay, we can get it in time, or no, or you can get the stuff and bring it to me. So all of these things require conversation, and it requires a high level of customer service. If you don't want to talk to your client about the service you're going to provide to them, why are you in business? If you don't want to answer direct messages and emails and phone calls and text messages, why are you even doing business? I wish I would not have conversations with my clients about the services I'm going to provide. Even the clients that ask you 50 million times, about a certain type of service, I'm going to answer them 50 million and one times about that, even if they never book, because I know that one day that they're going to book. And that's also something that I was taught. You don't get mad at your client and tell them to fuck off. You don't do that. You just don't ever do that, because you have to maintain a level of professionalism. Professionalism and business go hand in hand, boo. They go together. I don't care what anybody told you. Don't have it girl syndrome when it comes to servicing clients, because you're not that girl. You're not that girl. The client is that girl. So you need to provide a level of service to the client that, one, they can't get anywhere else, and two, it's a friendly exchange, okay? You don't have to be best friends, but you do have to be polite. I'm sorry. If nobody told you that, Big Sis Primo is telling you that, because you need to know that. Okay, so if you're wanting to know more about how to gain and retain clients, definitely click the link below and get the free ebook. Again, it's free. Also, sign up for my waitlist, because my waitlist is going to give you first come access to my workbook about how to gain and retain clients. I am looking to coach students that are exclusively entrepreneurs. I'm not sure really about people that use beauty services or entrepreneurship as a side hustle. I know those probably are the people that need coaching as well, or coaching the most. But I want to work with people that are entrepreneurs right now solely, because it takes a lot of effort, and it tends to be like a very serious pressing measure where it's like you're going to actually take the information and utilize it. Okay, so go ahead and use the link in my bio. Click on that. Get your info, because in these videos, I'm going to go over all my tips and tricks and tools and things like that. But you're going to get to see all of them at once using the ebook. Okay, so peace.